kill with the warrior poet, spitting out the facts, artillery loaded, perfecting our craft, yeah you know we devoted. I know what I want, so I'm staying focused. You hitting up my line, it's on do not disturb. Don't need a fool who can't even back up his words. Had to burn bridges and take different roads. You might think I'm toxic, but homie, I got goals.
This is episode 4 of the War Poet Show. Welcome everybody to another wonderful is anything but what this episode's gonna be. Maybe wisdom inducing, maybe eye opening, but wonderful. The topics I'm talking about are not wonderful at all. In fact, I think that what I'm about to say is quite annoying for me because it shouldn't be uttered. But yet, there are certain entities, certain individuals or group of individuals who don't see eye to eye with humanity. In fact, they disdain humanity. They want humanity under their thumbs. They want to subjugate humanity. It's not a matter of race. It's not a matter of gender, religion, creed. You see all of these tribalistic things that got you fighting with your neighbor, with your brethren, with your brother. You guys are freaking fighting over the NFL. I mean, do yourself a favor and cast out all preconceived notions of who you are, because who you are is not who you think. They tried to assassinate Donald Trump last week. They tried to kill what I believe to be my president, the future president of the 2025 year will be Donald Trump. God willing, of course. And it seems that that's the case because by God's grace, and you guys know that has been the theme of the show thus far. Episode 1, 2, and 3 were pretty much a prologue, a prelude of what the season was going to be. Which, by the way, guys, welcome to another season of the Warrior Poet Show. It's back on track. Season 2, it's officially on like Donkey Kong. And I'm coming with vengeance. I'm going to set up Season 3 in a way that you guys are going to be like, man, I can't wait for next year. I told you guys I'm not a podcaster. I told you guys I'm not a streamer. I told you guys I'm not a stupid ass influencer that just tries to do anything but be genuine for likes and views. I'm not pathetic. I am not a joke, and I will not be taken as a joke. I will be taken seriously, as all you men should be aspiring to be taken. And in retrospect, I do see myself as a clown. I do see myself as some sort of a jester. Season 1 was a clear indication that I was acting like a fool for likes and views. And quite frankly, if I'm being honest with you guys, not only am I disappointed in myself, but I'm disappointed in the overall culture that we have been generating and cultivating, in which men are basically pushed to act like bitches. Like feminine, emotional bitches. And I love Jordan Peterson. I kind of do feel like he has helped me a lot in my path for growth and overcoming darkness. That's what his message is overall, trying to convey, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel if you just stay steadfast in the path, no matter how dark and scary it gets. Um, but I gotta say, it bothers me so much to see this guy in an interview with Elon Musk babbling about this, that, and the other, using extravagant language that, quite frankly, doesn't exalt the spirit the way. I mean, his message is very, very profound, and it's clear as day. You don't have to understand these very intricate, big words to know what he's trying to teach you. You know, but he's talking to Elon Musk, who is basically a human supercomputer, a natural one at that, unless he's already implanted a Neuralink on him, which I doubt. I think he's gonna wait for the 1 millionth guinea pig to be done with, and then he's gonna use the 2.0, 3.0 version of that, and then it's game over, guys. We did it. We survived. Or Elon turns into a super villain, and it's game over either way. I don't know, guys. I'm very pro America. Why? Because America has been basically leveling out the playing field in terms of who gets to oppress who. I don't I don't want to admit it, but I do understand that America has been a big oppressor, especially in the past 100 years. That's that's a fact. This past century has been difficult, to say the least. And if we don't come together as Americans, not as a Negro, not as a beaner, not as a cracker, you see, all of these concepts are stupid, guys. You are a human being. You have five fingers, two eyes, and if you're a man, you have a set of balls. So you ought to let those puppers drop sooner than later, because you will see war if you don't. You will see famine. You will see all sorts of basically holocaustal instances and situations that, no, that's not something to like about, guys. That's not something to be, oh, it's sad. It's sad that all these Palestinians have died. It's sad that all these Israeli, it's Jewish people have suffered as well. I don't know, and I don't care who the bad guy is. Trump himself, who we will go back to on topic, Trump himself said, I don't want a winner. Like, I don't want Israel to win. I mean, he was talking about Russia and Ukraine, actually. Like, I don't want a winner. I'm not thinking in terms of winning. I'm thinking in terms of, like, let's have children and women and young military age men dying. How about that, huh? How about we stop bombing supermarkets and public schools on the other side of the country, of the world, sorry. How about we stop instigating fights with superpowers like Russia and China, and instead of having them be our competitors, hey, if you can't beat them, join them. I saw the way Trump was. He earned respect from Putin. It's all about respect. At the end of the day, as a man, it's all about respect, guys. There's one motherfucker out there, and I'll call you out right here, right now, because I don't even care, dude. I just feel like you do steroids, Mr. Fit. What's his name? Marcos Fit. Mr. Fit on Instagram. You are a steroid user. That's why you don't want to face me. Not because I'm better than you or because you're afraid of me. You actually do think in your heart of hearts you can knock me out with one punch. You probably could. But let me tell you something, my friend. I know for a fact I can school you. And technique for technique, I'm superior. Just about to anybody in the world. I am the best in the world. You are an amateur. You fight in the amateurs. I'm going to be a world champion. We're not the same, my friend. You're right. You're right. But the fact is, you said that you were going to school me. You were going to teach me a boxing lesson. And I've been calling you out for the past 3 fucking months, dude. It's pathetic. I feel like I'm like I'm like getting ghosted by a baddie, you know? I feel like I'm simping for some sort of fucking hoe, you know? It's not nothing to my ego. In fact, it's doing the opposite. You're only making me feel bigger. You're only making me feel like a heavyweight's ducking me. Yeah. And you know what weight division I am? I'm a featherweight. So how would it look to get dropped by a featherweight? I'm gonna take all my people, so I can have my rehydration, so I can have my coaching in between rounds, so I can have cameras, and I'm gonna fucking go swinging for the fences, dude. You accept this match? You accept this bout? You accept this sparring? Because we don't even have to fight. Let's put on our Power Ranger getup, helmet and everything, you know, and we can go. We could dance, my friend. We can dance, you know. But I do find it very amusing that there's people being keyboard warriors all the time, and you are the type of person that fights overweight boxers. Like these guys are like Homer Simpson looking motherfuckers, and you're posting on Instagram how you're walking off with them on the ground. It's like, bro, you didn't knock them out. Let me tell you something. They were already on their way down because of how tired they were. They were out of shape. I wouldn't take pride in that. But if I knock you out, I would definitely post that shit everywhere, all day, every day. And that's a promise, my friend. You could do the same to me. I don't mind. That's the name of the game. But at least I know that that's the case. That's gonna happen. That should happen. That would happen. And then in fact, it's a possibility, you know. But I'm not gonna shy away from the challenge. In fact, when you said, "Let's box, let's go," I thought, come on, man. Like you're probably on Wisconsin or you're probably in LA. Like we don't even. And then I saw you lived in the same freaking city as me. Whoa, interesting. And I can go to your gym, but I'm not gonna be disrespectful to your coaches. I'm not gonna be disrespectful to your essentially your dojo. You challenged me, but I need a proper invitation, you know, so I can bring my people, so I can set up, you know, so I don't come in as a freaking ball buster, so to speak. You're the one that was busting my balls. Why? Because you chose Rollies Romero against Pitbull Cruz like a total fucking tool. You're an idiot just because Pitbull's small. And that's the same concept that I'm trying to prove to you right here, right now. That it doesn't matter the size, it's skill, it's technique, and it's ferociousness. And believe me, Rolly's a great boxer. I don't take nothing away from him, but he is a soft dude, man. He's the type of guy that cries himself to sleep or something. You know, he needs a night light or something. Um, I probably do quick work with him. You know, I'd bully him around for a round or two, and then boom, out cold. And when I look at Pitbull is the total opposite. I feel like that guy's a straight up dog. He doesn't have that nickname for nothing, my friend. And you're like, oh, it's because blah 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 blah, and you're making it seem like I'm a fan of Rollies, and it's like, no, I'm just saying you chose Rollies, and you're wrong. You know, it's like you don't know Mexican fighters. And then he's like, oh, what? I'm actually Mexican, you idiot. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, and it's like, okay, you're Mexican, but you don't know boxing then. You know, you don't know how to analyze. You don't know how to break down fights. And that's when he got his booty tickled, and he's like, oh, yeah, well, I'll teach you. I'll show you what I know, blah, 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 blah. I'll give you a boxing lesson. Am I hurt? Am I upset? Did I get my panties in a bunch? Yeah, perhaps. But I'd risk getting knocked the fuck out live on Instagram or whatever just for the simple chance to be able to hit you in the face. Even though we have that headgear, I'd rock you. All night. Like you'd probably feel like, okay, yeah, I got him. You know, I'm gonna post this shit. But when you go to bed, you're gonna be like, why is my head throbbing like this? Why is it pounding so hard? What? You when you shower and you analyze your body, full of bruises, full of damage that wasn't even noticeable in the moment. But you know what? After that bout, you and me, we're gonna be linked forever. So yeah, if I were you, man, don't even go there because I'd end your career before it even fucking gets started, my friend. Heavyweight or not, juice or not, like that, my friend, like that. You believe in God, and that's good, but you're cheating. I know you're doing steroids. You don't go looking like the Michelin man or like a bloated gingerbread man. You guys know the Michelin tire guy? Yeah, he looks exactly. Well, he looked like that, and then I guess he started injecting shit up his ass, and now he looks like Hulk. But even then, I'm like, bro, this guy would be quick work. Alrighty, guys. I don't know if that wasn't a proper call out. Then I don't know what is. Back to the program, you guys. Evil is at work right now. Evil is working overtime to take your soul in particular. My soul has been tested and tarnished. Even I'll be honest with you guys. I I'm not a preacher, and I am not gonna pose as the moral. I am a sinner too. I mean, look at me. I post some stuff. I say fornication this, drinking alcohol that. What else? The next woman in my bed will be my wife. Uh, I've made a lot of remarks, basically alluding that I have, or at the very least, I hold some sort of moral superiority, and that's not the case. In fact, it's the total opposite. I've already dealt with so much degeneracy and debauchery in my own personal life, and there's so much. Excuse me. There's so much shame that I have to overcome because of it. I don't really want to add more to the plate, you know. Um, and it's kind of a call to action as well, because when you look at your life individually, I have no say and I have no right to tell you how to live it. So with that understood, why am I going to say what I'm about to say? Because I care for you and I want you to live the best life possible. Discipline is not a matter of religion. It's a matter of just overcoming your shortcomings. It's just basically becoming a better person. Eating healthier, not getting angry. What else? You can look at personal development as continually getting smarter, more flexible, stronger. And as Jocko Willing says, when you have those objectives in mind, the mission's never over. Work is never done. And so it saddens me a little bit because when when I embarked in this mission, I didn't realize how hard it was gonna be and how much the world calls you out from the way. There's so much alcohol, pornography, and distractions in the social media realm that when you look at your own time frame, you have wasted so much just basically taking a shit, basically being asleep, right? So the little time that you have left, what are you doing? You're just vandalizing your spirit. You're degrading your self-worth, and when you look in the mirror, you look at a monster. You look at a freaking animal, at a raging bull who just wants blood. And that's what the enemy wants. He wants you lustful, bloodthirsty, angry and regretful, shame ridden. Like you guys, when I took this as a personal objective, as my one and only goal, to be perfect, to be one with my technique, to be just the epitome of discipline, the devil didn't give a fuck. He assaulted me in ways that you couldn't even believe, and he got me to fold so many times. I fell so many times. I stumbled so many times, and even then, my God, my Lord picked me back up when I couldn't. I shouldn't be here no more, guys. And I have plenty of stories to tell you guys about how it was basically the final chapter of the saga. But according to God, He's the one who's writing the script. He's the one who decides the real ending. So even though the devil had me in his clutches, even though the devil had decided that it's time to terminate my contract, I had a savior. I had an advocate. And I didn't get one extra chance. I didn't get two. I got several. So if I'm here, it's because I'm meant to be here, guys. If you're here, it's because you're meant to be here. And so, with that being said, what are you meant to be doing here while you're here? It's certainly not getting drunk on the weekends. It's certainly not hooking up with the next person you see just because. It's certainly not, swiping left or right on a fucking app or getting, you know, addicted to pornography. I hate to say that. I hate to keep bringing up that one, but let me tell you, that's the silent killer, the one that nobody really wants. Either you talk about it like it's a nonchalant issue, nothing to worry about, or you talk about it like it's a fucking big secret. It's not. Everybody watches it and everybody has seen what it does to you. Let's stop fucking playing games. All right? You're not any better with it. In fact, you'd be way better without it. And so that's the point. Who knows about cigarettes? Who knows about nicotine and alcohol? Who knows about the social medias, right? All of that stuff has its own dangers. But one thing for certain is that this pornography shit, it's way worse than fucking hard drugs. The way that it's affecting your brain, it's definitely hitting receptors harder than the heroin dosage, intravenous could provide. So I feel like that one in particular is the big one because it's this virus, it's this venomous snake that wraps around you and starts injecting itself inside of you, violating you. I can use harsher words, but while you sleep, I've heard people they like to they cannot go to sleep without it, right? You know what happens when you go to sleep? Well, you know what happens when you watch that stuff? You're opening doors. You're opening massive sliding French doors for demonic entities to enter your domain. And once they're in their domain, they can start strategizing to enter your body. And once they're in your body, they can strategize to destroy your spirit. And once they destroy their spirit, they can possess you. Because they're the glue that holds your spirit together now. You need it as much as it needs you, like a fucking parasite. How do I know this? You guys, I'm not talking as if I'm a preacher who's holier than thou and who doesn't want you guys to be led astray and I am so pure. I know this because I've seen this. I've experienced a lot of the things that I'm about to speak. And I've dealt with some very, very evil entities. Not within me, without. Uh, but I've definitely gone to the belly of the beast. And it's not pretty. There's nothing there, guys. There's nothing there for you, my darling, my beautiful queen. So stay away from there. And you too, my brothers, sisters. All of y'all need to rise. The belly of the beast is getting fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller, and yet it has no ending. It has no fill. It has no depth. So no matter how many people are damned to the abyss, it won't matter in the end. There's room for everyone, including myself. But that's not the fucking point, guys. The point here is that while you're sleeping, after a good, a good nut, entities come and start raping you. They start assaulting you and they start doing things to you that are beyond grotesque. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to say it. It's all been a lie. Those beautiful women that you see undressing and doing all those grotesque actions that only your fantasies could have ever imagined without it. In fact, your fantasies would have never imagined something so detestable and grotesque because it would have. It's the law of exposure, guys. The type of stuff that I've seen online would bring the. It would bring just about anybody to its knees and have its own fingers gouge its own eyes out. And boy, have I tried it. Have I tried a lot of things against myself because it's a heavy burden to know. And I believe that's the same concept of the tree of all knowledge and wisdom. The good and evil. God knew that it was a heavy burden to know. Not about the unicorns and the sunshines and rainbows, because that is essentially what you're searching for, right? You're searching for another way out. You're trying to strategize. You're trying to outsmart the Matrix. Fine. Fine. But there's a heavy burden. There's a price to pay for all of that. And you know what that is? Knowing about the abyss. Knowing about the fire. Do you guys know about the abyss? Do you guys know about the fire? Where evil resides? Do you guys know about Atlantis and why it fell? I feel like AI is a representation of the floating city of Atlantis in the middle of the ocean. They possessed spiritual technology far superior than whatever you can conceive. AI probably is going to do a good job of replicating the idea behind it, but it's only going to be the Ross version or the Walmart version rather of whatever they were utilizing at the time. They had crystals, they had spirit, they had wisdom, they had knowledge, they had technology, they had everything on point except for one thing. They were a group of evil oligarchs, and remember this: there was always let me rephrase that. There was always and there will always be evil reptilian oligarchs running the fucking show from underground. That they don't operate like us, and they don't need what we need. Meaning the sustenance, the money, the glory, the fame, the stuff that they use to manipulate, it's above them. And in fact, from what I have understood, these demonic creatures who are very, very, very powerful and have free dominion over this realm, the 3D realm, they are a hive mind. If you've seen something like what movie is that? Venom. Venom is a perfect example of what he explains how the hive mind works. It's like they're all a group of species. They all experience different things. They're all individuals, but collectively, they're all one in terms of knowledge, wisdom, and thought. And that's freaking insane to think about, that they can operate like that. And then furthermore, guys, these evil creatures cannot come in here unannounced. They have to be invited. That's the only caveat. And they cannot just be like, hey, Mr. Reptile, Mr. Demon Croc, I need some help cursing somebody, or I need some help gaining some power, some fame. These are just Satan's minions at the end of the day. So they if Satan doesn't have power like that, what makes you think that these creatures have any? Except for the part that humans have authority here. Except for the part that humans actually hold the power. And what is the key to all of that mysterious, wonderful aspects of humanity? The soul, the spirit, the thing that they feed off of. They don't go to Walmart like you and they grab their their weekly list of eggs and milk and all that bullshit. Are you stupid? They feed off of children alive crying. And guys, the way you invoke them is not uttering a word. It's sacrifice. Blood magic. It's time for you guys to know about blood magic as well. I got Andrew Tate talking about God, although he's talking about Allah, which is another conversation that I could have. Um, you got other people with numerology, astrology. It's so wonderful, guys. It's the age of wisdom. Nothing is being held back anymore, right? Except for this one critical part. Magic is 100% real. Alchemy is the process of attaining magical powers. You cannot be a wizard, you cannot be a magician without first being a scientist, without first being a philosopher, an alchemist. And furthermore, and this is just for somebody who's searching for glory, for gold, for a crown themselves like I am. You can fuck people over all you want, but your reign of terror will be short-lived. Ask Hitler. Ask Stalin. All those bastards, they murdered in the name of the reptile. They got power by the reptile. They got possessed by those evil gremlins. And in the end, it was for naught. All those super elaborate plans were filled with folly, and they succumbed to their own folly. It is your duty as a king to be a warrior first. Otherwise, don't even call yourself a king. Don't even aspire to be one, because a leader goes headfirst into battle. A leader leads. I'm not gonna send people to their slaughter. What are you, crazy? That's why there was times of peace, enduring times of peace. Because as a ruler, as a leader, as a king, I'm not gonna subjugate my fellow brothers, my fellow men, to slaughter, to bombs, to bullets, to murder. And if it's fight what the enemy wants, then best believe I'll be leading the fucking fight. Best believe the first face the devil will see will be mine. No crown in my head, just a sword in my fucking hand. No crown in my head. I just need my blade. My blade is of legend. My blade is not material. They call it the flaming sword. And those who know will know, and those who don't will be advised to stay tuned, because you will be able to know as well. I will reveal everything to you guys. By the time I'm dead, all my truth will be out in the air. All your truth will be revealed as well. Why not? We come from somewhere. We don't have the full story yet. But we need to remove the people who have set the blindfolds, the people who have oppressed us, the people who have chastised us, whipped us into submission. You can look at me right now and you can tell that I'm withered. You can tell that I'm tired. You can tell that I'm hungry, that I'm weak. I've gone through it, guys. Really. So if you really want to talk about my current state right now, then yeah, this is just as bad as it's gonna get. But you have to hit rock bottom. Carl Jung has a very eloquent quote, and it's a very powerful one at that. He says, "No tree can ever grow to heaven without its roots reaching down to hell." You guys, if I keep with that analogy, I'll be honest. I have been extremely jealous of y'all. People in my close circle, people in my external circle, people that I just more or less know, social media. I see y'all grinding. I see y'all blossoming. I see y'all living your best lives, and I'm proud of y'all. I'm happy for y'all, and I'd be lying if I didn't say this though. I'm a little bit envious. Marriage, children, smiles. I know it's more or less the best version of your life, and it's you all have your own plight. You all have your own struggles, and you guys are all trying to accomplish a certain mission, but nonetheless envious I have been. And I've come to realize that that's the wrong way to look at this, because though I see you guys all as a tree would flourishing upwards, I've come to realize that the only reason I haven't been is because my roots have been digging deep into the very fiber of this universe. And I've come to reach down, all the way down to the core of this earth. And boy, the abyss is dark. The abyss burns, guys. I have the scars to prove it. So, if you want to flirt with demons, if you want to hang out with devils, go for it. But just know that there's consequences, and you have been warned. I would like to very quickly pray for everyone who's struggling with addictions, with subjugations of any sort, and quite frankly, with demonic entities. Lord of Lords, King of Kings, Christ, be the light as you have proclaimed to be. Be our shepherd as you have proclaimed to be. Be our Savior as you have always been, because we need saving. Thank you, Lord, for protecting our president. Thank you, Lord, for protecting me in my times of need. But now I ask you sincerely, go. Go and act in fury and rage. Let your righteousness be seen. Let those who are being oppressed and subjugated by demonic entities be free. Let those who are shackled by the fetters of addiction to be free. Let our bodies no longer be a cell, which we call prison. Let it not be a burden no more. Set us free, Lord. Zin Uru. I'm a bit afraid. I'm not gonna lie. As I probably shouldn't be. But this is the time where I ask you guys, be my brother. Be my sister. Sincerely speaking, guys, I am afraid, and I feel safer with you guys. Let's all be a family. Powers in numbers, remember? We have people of our own kind just selling themselves out for money, for fame, for power, just to be able to say, wear a mask, take a jab. That's fine. That's up to them, and they're gonna have to face the consequences for that. But I implore you guys, please search for spiritual gold. It's within. It's deep within. And you don't have to go down to the abyss to find it. That was my mistake. you can be in the grace of God always. He's the one revealing it to you. I want you guys to fall in love with yourselves. I want you guys to fall in love with life. I feel like we're missing that. There's a lot of my body, my life. There's a lot of debauchery, guys. The abortion situation, in my opinion, has been getting worse and worse. And the way you guys have been advocating for it, guys and gals, it's disgusting, to say the least. You guys are murdering babies. Why? Even I'll even go one step further. Which I'm guilty of. Okay, I'm not perfect, but the simple fact is this: you going for the morning after pill, the Plan B. There's no difference in my opinion. Okay, so we have been lied to, guys. We have been murdering children. There's a price to pay for all that shit, guys. Tell me, tell me in any way, shape, or form how you have the right to kill a baby. Who's gonna You're her own mother. You're her own father. Who's gonna advocate for the child? Nobody. Never had a chance. This life is very important. You see, this is not about you. When we are put into this earthly realm and flesh and blood, we made the choice. As spirits, we knew things that we don't know now. We are eternal at that point. There are no secrets. There are no hiccups. There are no bumps. There are no mistakes. That all happens here. But we decide to forego our divinity in order to grow spiritually. You understand? And you can only grow spiritually in the confines of time. Because in eternity, you can lounge. You can take a day off, if you know what I mean. Here, you take a day off and you wake up the next day kind of feeling like, I'm gonna die. I haven't done shit. I haven't accomplished nothing. Oh my god. Fuck. I just farted myself. Uh, farting myself. I just shitted myself. um, golly. The goofy part of me came out with a shitty bit. You have to remember you will die. Memento mori. You cannot be watching Netflix all day, guys. Watch it, but not all day, not every day. Read a book. Crying out loud. Go to the gym. Um, you cannot be wasting every weekend. I'm sorry, but that one is Bible. You cannot be wasting every weekend at the club or at the bar, or even just drinking at the pad. Get your jug of water and go to the gym. I just feel like your bodies were designed to move. Your bodies were designed to breathe and get oxygenized via exercise and breath. So this sedentary life in which we're being slowly pushed into needs to stop, guys, because you guys are the ones deciding the hook culture, the everything essentially. Like there's no reason why America should have so many obese people, but we do. And it's basically the bread that we eat. It's basically that we overeat specifically. So it all starts with the temple, guys. This is not your vehicle. This is not your body. And I'll end the abortion concept right there, right now. God made you that body. God made you that vehicle. And it's His. It's rented. When you're done, you just put it back in the ground and let God use the dirt for somebody else. Does that make sense? Ash to ash, dust to dust. Your spirit is yours, though. That's the wonderful thing. That's why I don't understand why why people are basically tarnishing the temple, which doesn't belong to them. BBLs, injections, tattoos, and And then on top of that, they're selling their soul. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Ice Spice. The fuck, the fuck is wrong with you? You thirst trapper. Or Doja Cat, you Satanist. She says she gets on TikTok live and she's like, I don't understand why people think that I'm affiliated with the devil. Like, oh my god, you guys are so extra. I'm just playing around. No, you don't play around like that, my friend. Even me, marinating a little bit in my shadow side, really, really, like I look in the mirror, I'm like, fuck, that's not me. That cannot be me. And if it is me, God forbid, the world is fucked. It's evil. It's bad. Again, it's a bloodthirsty raging bull. And so, excuse me. And so when you look at Doja, literally transforming herself into a nigger demon, because it's black, okay? I think you can call demons niggers. You should be able to call demons niggers. Like, demons are the ones that came up with that word to begin with, to oppress my fellow brother. I mean, I'm a nigga. He's a nigga. But nobody in this world is a nigger except for demons. You know what I mean? And furthermore, what is a nigger? They're just words, guys. Stop getting your panties in a fucking bunch, you know? Some words are designed to tickle your pickle, and some other ones are just to push your buttons, you know? And guys, how about this also? Stop with the OnlyFans, stop with the pornography, but also stop with the Tinders, with the hookup culture, because you need to cultivate romanticism. You need to write letters, poems, songs, serenade your woman. It's time to change, guys. It's time to man up. And being a simp is also a bad word in my opinion. I think we're just being the desensitized sexually, and we're being demoralized romantically speaking, you know. I haven't given up on love though. I would never. You know why? Because it makes you cynical, you know. It makes you bitter also. I'd rather always be a hopeless romantic than to just be somebody who's like, nah, whatever. Bitches are all the same. No, they're all the same because we've allowed them to all just kind of copy and paste themselves. But as a man, we dictate what's fine. As a man, we set the tone. And what we've done so far is say, yeah, go for it. Get naked online. Yeah, go for it. Portray yourself as a fucking whore in public. Dress like a stripper when you're just going to the mall. Go ahead. And we applaud them and we call them baddies or whatever. That's not cool, guys. I want royalty. I want elegance. Yeah, I want you to be a bad bitch, but I want to be the only one that knows that. Behind closed doors, only you and me know how bad you are. Only me and you know how dirty you can get and how sexy you look in that outfit. Nobody has to be looking at you like that. Nobody has to be even. Watch. The fact that you're selling yourself out like that tells me two things. That you're aware that you're weakening the man sexually, and that you're aware that you're weakening the man financially. This matriarchy is evil, guys. It's evil. There's a reason why you can't buy a house right now, and it's not the prices. It's because you're fucking paying for OnlyFans. You're buying a Mercedes for a bitch that doesn't even know you exist. It's not too late though. I feel like the reason I feel emboldened to speak in the manner that I'm speaking right now is because we're at the tipping point. This is the crossroads, guys. We can turn it around. And why wouldn't we? We should. And we will. Believe me. So Trump almost got murdered. And if it wasn't by looking into the sky or to the crowd, just in inspirational. I don't know what compelled him to move other than God. But boy, if you don't see that as a complete display of God's righteousness, because murder is wrong to begin with, but I've come to understand that God doesn't really mitigate the way the world operates on his own. He uses us as his instruments and tools and weapons sometimes. So the fact is that it's wartime, guys. It's game on. That was the first shot, and it was from the other side. Ball's in our court now. How are we gonna respond? More bullets? Riots? Violence? Rage and anger? Heck no. How about this? Love, union, brotherhood. Let's man up so we can say, woman, I'm in love with you. I want to speak to your father. Tell her tell her everything. Woman, I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna buy you a house. I'm gonna have you clothed like a queen, like a royal queen. And I'm gonna proclaim this to your father and ask for his blessing. We're missing that, guys. You guys roll up to the date, text, hey, I'm here. Wait for her to get out in her skimpy dress, and you take her to some fuck shit club where she's getting groped and looked at by other men. Pathetic. Instead of taking her to the country club, to the gym, instead of taking her to the family get-togethers, the cookouts, instead of taking her to fucking church, growing her spirit, you guys are just degrading your woman. And if it's not your woman, you're just basically doing a little bit worse than that, you know? You get a woman pregnant, you better marry her on the spot, bitch. And that's to all my brothers. Doesn't matter if you're Chinese, Vietnamese, Venezuelan, Mexican, American, black. All you niggas need to get your shit together and man up. Alright? This is the issue, guys. Stop saying, oh, well, bitches are the same. No. Women have never even been part of the conversation in terms of what is the priority on the list of what's the problems that we have to face. Women just nag. Women just kind of get a little bit cheap-played. You know, they get a little bit, needy. They're spoiled brats at the end of the day, as they should be. Because when you have a woman who's a ball buster, who's out there grinding it out, that's a masculine woman. You don't want that shit in your house. Literally, that's shit. She's just going to be making your life miserable. You want a feminine, delicate, beautiful, of a princess, of a woman, Somebody you can call your wife. Somebody that makes you feel like a man. But you don't deserve that. That's the thing. You don't deserve that. While Trump is over here getting shot at, you're over here fucking jerking it. While Andrew Tate is over here getting freaking arrested and persecuted, you're over here simping over some bitch on OnlyFans. Let's go ahead and look at that clip. That fateful day when our future president almost got assassinated.
That's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened. my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we got to move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. My shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
It's just shocking, the audacity that these evil individuals have when it comes to enacting their plan. I would recommend for you guys to look into the World Economic Forum. They're working overtime. Their leader looks like a straight up evil overlord, something straight up out of a Lord of the Rings movie. I don't know, guys. You guys might think I'm playing a character. I'm not, I am genuinely evil. I am genuinely tarnished and broken and bruised and damned. But because of all that and my redemption journey, and knowing that God will redeem me in the end, that just keeps me steadfast in my path, in my journey, and it allows me to stumble, maybe even fall, but get back up on the horse really quickly now. And that's all in the name of Christ, guys. So all glory and praise go to him. Once I become champion, the same thing goes to my accomplishments in and out of the ring. I'll be honest with you guys. I already got all of that craziness out of my system, where I gotta be taking pills or snorting stuff up my nose and drinking alcohol day and night. I'm matured, at least in that sense, and my body doesn't take well with all that stuff anymore, because I've cleansed myself. I'm more or less an athlete now. I'm a fighter, okay? I'm a warrior, and a warrior should be in shape at all times, year round. So I'm always training. I'm always drinking a lot of water. Although I drink more coffee than I should, it'll probably do me a lot of. It would benefit me if I stop drinking as much. Oh, excuse me. I'm drinking water, by the way. Yeah, guys. All that stuff is just a very easy way to fall back into the palm of the hand of the evil one. Alcohol leads to this, and that leads to another thing, and then next thing you know, you're at that place doing those things that you promised you were never gonna. And if you're a man with a woman, you ought to be acting proper inside of your mind, if that makes sense. And I've been training myself to do that, like look, God made the woman's body beautiful for a reason. It's meant to be admired. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. And I'll be the first one to say I love me a big, tall woman with a big ass. If you watch JJK, you know what I mean, So I'm into women. I'm a man. What can I say? But that doesn't mean that I need to be lusting over them. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that I need to objectify them. And that certainly doesn't mean that that's what they're for. They're baby makers, first and foremost. They're the mothers. They're the epitome of what Mother Nature is, which is birth, life-giving, nurturing, loving, soft, gentle, feminine. So it's very wonderful to have that aspect of humanity in my life. But what these, and I'll be honest, what these fucking Jews have been doing, they've been basically demolishing what beauty women have by flooding our minds with pornography. all these big corporations, all these XXX companies are ran by the Jews. And the Jews are running a lot of other shit too. But I mean, I'm an X. I can say whatever I want. That's the fun part, you know? That I'm not confined by anything anymore. I can genuinely say what I want. And when you have these constraints on YouTube, though I didn't care, um, it was always in the back of my mind, you know? I was being extra. I'm like, damn, I think I need to stop. And I would bite my tongue a bit. Though I don't feel I'm being extra now because I don't want to act like a clown, as I just explained to you guys. I want to be taken seriously at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm going to be fighting for a living. I'm going to be punching people, not for fun anymore, but for a career choice. So I ought to be taken seriously. I ought to take myself seriously. Start manning up, start maturing, start growing up. Because I'm still a fucking kid and I hate to admit it, you know? I am a father, a proud father, and man, I've been postponing my own growth, and it's embarrassing. This kid is growing like wildfire. She's already holding conversations with me that are high level, you know. So I better step my game up, you know. And you see, I'm not chastising nobody. I feel like I'm more or less coming from a place of self-reflection and self-preservation, not physically, because again, I have scars to prove that I could care less about my self-preservation. It's about preserving my spiritual essence. That's very special. It's powerful. It's magnetic and electric at the same time, and it helps me do things that I couldn't believe I could do. I can manifest. I can imagine things and they come to life, you know, and I'll be honest with you guys. I've been manifesting things that I don't want or that I didn't want, or scenarios where I felt that I needed to confine myself in and I'm only making myself suffer, you know? Like foregoing love in the name of perfection and discipline and just overall ultimate oneness with my fighting spirit. I mean, it makes sense, you know? I feel like you're tapping into that beast, that rage, that anger. But then it dawned on me, and it's three faceted. One, true perfection, true technique. It has nothing to do with that what I just explained, power, anger, rage. It's about letting it go. It's about controlling it. It's about being stoic. That's real power. Because it's not about muscle anymore. You've finally taken over the lead. This vehicle is no longer on autopilot. There's no fear. There's certainly no anger or rage to be found. It's just Zen. True and utter attention to the very moment you're in. Man, am I a long way from that? I am so pissed off right now. You guys don't even understand how angry I got when I found out they tried to kill Trump. 2 angry tears came out of my eyes, and as Andrew Tate said, they ran down my cheeks, but I did not cry. Those motherfuckers, they made me so angry. My eyes were sweating. That's it. My eyes were sweating. Man, I feel like this podcast should be named testosterone because I just feel powerful. I feel like I could take on all those motherfuckers at once. And by motherfuckers, I mean the fuckers that fuck their mothers, that try to kill Trump. Those incels, those fucking inbred incel bitches. How dare they? Uh, you ought to get on my program, my friend. We need more on the army. And the funny part is that this army is made up of individuals, not of actual armies. Because an army consists of what? Soldiers, and what are soldiers? Followers. Think about it, guys. We're all battling our own wars, our own thing in front of us. You cannot be following me. You cannot be chasing after my goals. You need to be you. You need to be the best version of you at that. So what am I saying here? Don't be a fucking soldier. Don't be a follower. Be a warrior. Be a leader. The more warriors we have in the army, the better. Because we don't have to be together all the time. But when the time comes, we will fight. And we will win. There's this one excerpt from Jocko Willink that I would like to tell you guys. I train brutally and without mercy so that I can fight brutally and without mercy. You've let yourself go. Pick yourself back up. Steel yourself. You're being assaulted and violated. Are you going to allow this to keep happening? The gap between you and me is not only clear, but it's growing by the second. Because I am training in this very moment. I am in a state of meditation where my spirit is brewing deep within this body. And it's having that alchemical change in this very moment. It's transforming me from the inside out. At a cellular level, I'll be different. My DNA will no longer be the same. I ought to take blood samples from here on out. From today and 1 year from now. And you guys will see that I'm not lying. But I think that the physical representation of today and 365 days from now will be clear that I've did it. That I've done it. I'm still learning how to speak. This podcasting thing has really made me want to read more, speak without the ums and the but the oh yeah, it makes me want to sing. Oh yeah, guys, you guys don't take yourself too seriously. We all gonna die. We ought to laugh a little while we're going steadfast into our 6 feet hole. I gotta say, guys, I wish I could end the podcast here on a good note. But I stumbled onto something yesterday, and I'm sure you guys already heard about it. It's this sad instance where you see that what I just spoke about for the past whatever time I've been speaking about, because I'm not like that where I don't have my watch anyway, so where I keep track of time. I'm just flying off the cuff for now. Yeah. If you guys didn't believe what I was just speaking about, you guys think I'm full of shit, then check out this clip and then let's talk.
Somebody is out here and I need to go help. Please don't hurt me, y'all.
Why would it hurt you? You called us.
Okay,
Please. So what'd you hear?
Somebody keeps outside my house, y'all. Please,
Is this your car over here?
Please, God, please, God, please.
Is this your car over here? Oh.
Please, God.
That's not your black car in the driveway? Oh, well, we checked your yard. We walked around the whole block. We didn't see anybody. Right? You know, we don't. I mean, we checked the whole area. There's nobody out walking around.
I know, y'all. Please, God. I'm trying to get help, y'all, but
What do you need help with?
nothing. I just, please, God, please. I don't know what to do.
Do with what?
Huh?
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if I could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
We didn't see nobody.
Yeah,
So.
nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
We checked the whole area.
okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I got you. All right.
Sorry.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure?
My medicine and stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. That's not your black car, though. The SUV? Whose is it? You don't know? Someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's run that.
Yeah.
To show y'all.
Okay.
That's work. I know. Hold on, y'all. They coming back. I know that you're already here. Hold on. Okay. Hello? Yeah, I need, I got the sheriff department here, but I was calling for help from y'all.
Okay, are you there with this?
They're here in my house right now.
Okay, I'll let you go and you talk to them.
No, hold on, wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Codwell. It's good.
For what? You're there with the deputy, correct?
No, hold on, okay?
You can hang
Hold
up.
on for what?
Just 1 second, okay? I got some paperwork to show y'all, okay? Okay?
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it
Okay,
was
what was the damage?
a dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to touch.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
Do you have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need you. Just a driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will
What?
get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just
from-
get your ID real
Well, let's
quick.
get your
so I can
ID
touch you.
first, and then
One task at a time here.
Okay, let me
Here, grab your ID for me.
Hold on. Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
is it in
have-
that stack right there, maybe?
1 second.
Just check on her.
Let me get this.
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. That's where I got. I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078. Fuck.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, it's a headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn it.
God, fuck.
Dude, I'm not taking fucking boiling water to the fucking head. And look, it fucking came right to our feet too. God damn it.
Fuck. God damn it.
You good?
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What's she got? Let her fucking just. God, there's nothing we can do, man.
Fuck.
You good? Alright. Fuck. Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the fucking face, and it already reached us.
They got a 52 en route?
Yeah, 1078.
You and I.
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078. Fuck.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn it.
God, fuck.
Dude, I'm not taking fucking boiling water to the fucking head. And look, it fucking came right to our feet, too. God damn it.
God damn it.
You good?
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Holstered up. Let her fucking just...
God.
There's nothing we can do, man.
Fuck.
You good? Alright. Fuck. Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the fucking face, and it already reached us.
They got a 52 en route?
Yeah, 1078. I will explain why. Negative. She's in the kitchen. Just Sergeant, who, no. Let's just chill out here. Just Sarge right now.
Are you guys secure?
Yeah, we're secure.
Is that covered?
No, it's just her in the house. She's 1096. So, is there anything you think we can do for her? No. Alright, I'm not even going to waste my med stuff then. You want to run down real quick?
Nope, not yet.
Alright. House is clear. She was the only one.
Where's he going?
No, she had a boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came out with boiling water. That's what all this is. I was standing right here.
Alright.
And that's where she's landed.
What do you all need from us?
Just nothing right now. Just hang out there for me. Thank you.
I need cranks and shit around the place of the house if you guys can. But other than that, that's I think it.
Anything else suspect?
Me.
Oh, I didn't know what happened.
You got any cranks?
Yeah, I'm good. This fucking bitch is crazy.
Who's It's got tape.
I think I got a roll.
I got some coming up. Get something up.
You got enough? If not, I got a roll.
Running across the front here. Where do you want it?
Just around the house. You guys can go inside.
Okay. Grab the bottle.
That's good. Yeah.
Break it off at the front.
Find the blue blood for the cup. Alright, we're just got to the garbage cans. Yep. Yeah.
Where's he at?
Inside with me. He's good. Yeah.
That's my fault, man. I didn't know. It was
No, dude, it was good. It fucking happened so goddamn quick that we didn't have time to fucking call shit out that it was me and
Yeah, that's what
Did
I was
shit.
trying to figure out. Make sure we need to look for someone.
no.
I was speaking to you, man. I was speaking briefly to you, women. And I'm asking you, please, live the dream. Go after your dream. Because life is fragile, and as you can tell, any given moment can be your last. You can be calling for your Savior without knowing He's the one to end it all. So cherish it, for this is a very precious, again, fragile thing called life. But now, I want to talk to you. Oh, you evil, detestable, wretched piece of fucking garbage. How dare you take her life? How dare you blatantly tell her, I'll shoot you in the face. You, a public servant, threatening a harmless woman. She's dead because you didn't want to get wet? Are you kidding me? Trust me, boiling water ain't gonna kill you. And I have the scars to prove it. Quite frankly, it ain't that bad. When you think about it, a couple of shots of Jaeger and you're back on the horse. But 3 shots to the face? Well, that's a little bit hard to come from. And she won't be coming back from that assault that you did. You violated your rights as a human being, my friend, and your contract on the book of life has been terminated. You will go to hell. And before that, you will see hell here. She didn't finish. She apologized. So let me be the one. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Yeshua, the Messiah, the Christ, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. May his righteousness be cast down on you. For if I would have been in that police unit, I wouldn't be asking if you were good. Trust me. Yeah, I'm good. Bitch is crazy. How dare you have such blatant disregard for a human life, you demon, you Satan. She rebuked you. She did you a favor. It was in the name of Christ. She wasn't going to throw you. I looked at it. She put down the pot and she went like this. No, please. No, I'm sorry. She went down. If she had a pot in her hand, which I didn't see, she went down with it. How is she going to throw? Like, not even Jordan can throw a basketball from the ground. How is she gonna throw a pot with boiling hot water to your face from the ground? You executed her, my friend. You assassinated her. You murdered her, and your partner is just as culpable. He's a culprit. He's not innocent in this, because if I was your partner, I would have shot you. I don't know if I would have been able to stop it, but I would have known then and there that you just killed her, and I would have made sure to kill. And everyone there knew that you fucked up. You knew you fucked up. What'd you tell your fucking partner when he was like, I'll go get my meds? Nah, she's done. Headshot. It's a headshot. And then your boss shows up, and now you want to get your meds. Is there anything we can do? You little fucking orange bag. Nah, nothing we can do. Alright, good. I didn't want to waste my meds. Again, blatant disregard. I don't know, guys. I think the ripples of this situation are going to be just as bad, if not worse, than the Trump assassination. Because this was an assassination, not an attempt. Don't let this divide us, Black America. We're brothers. I'm brown. But I feel this just as bad as you. And though it was a white man who shot her, trust me, there's a lot of white brothers who are feeling the same pain I'm feeling too. So it's not the white man. It's not us. You see, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You've heard that one before. It's these principalities. It's not the reptilians. The reptilians are just low-level ghouls. These evil principalities rule the world, and they're revealing themselves. May God have mercy on your soul, you piece of fucking garbage. And may God bless you, Sonia. You, your family who's suffering probably right now. May He give your people strength and you peace. What happened was unfair, but all scores will be settled. I promise.
I'm a lizard king. I can do anything.
We come in peace. The warrior, going, shout.
Heal with the warrior poet, spitting out the facts, artillery loaded, perfecting our craft, yeah you know we devoted. I know what I want, so I'm staying focused. You hitting up my line, it's on do not disturb. Don't need a fool who can't even back up his words. Had to burn bridges and take different roads. You might think I'm toxic, but homie, I got goals.